2019, and so far, I have reviewed Tool, Rammstein, and Slipknot. And now, here we are, with another band making a monstrous comeback. I'm going to be talking about Korn now. Not the food, the band with the backwards K. This was an adventure. Let's get it started. So Korn come back with their 13th studio album, their last studio album in 2016. The Serenity of Suffering, I thought, was a decent step in the right direction, as albums like their 2007 Untitled and The Path of Totality and even The Paradigm Shift. The Paradigm Shift at least, gave me a little bit more slew of hope for what was to come, but on The Serenity of Suffering, Jonathan Davis brought back his empowering vocals. And on The Nothing, it's the same thing. To me, it's his best vocal performance since, we'll say, since Untouchables, but that could be argued. Anyway, there was only 2 songs I found to be my least favorite, but it wasn't because I absolutely hated them. I just felt these didn't, I didn't feel these songs as much as the others. Those are The Ringmaster and The Loss. I like The Ringmaster toward the end, and The Loss does have a pretty, stable chorus and good enough, but other than that, I didn't see them being my favorite, but they're not terrible. Let me just get that straight right now. They're not terrible, so this doesn't hurt the rating too much. Some of the ones I found okay. Idiosyncrasy was alright. The Seduction of Indulgence, and finally Free. Once again, these are the songs that kind of had the same power, but didn't really embody what they were going for. I think still, it definitely had, just same qualities as my favorite tracks, just a little less of a push, if you get what I mean. And my favorite songs, The End Begins is a great intro. Cold was just, it's a punch in the face. It's a fantastic kickoff right after the intro. I mean, you get hit with that instrumentation at the beginning, and then all of a sudden Jonathan Davis is giving you these kind of mixture of black metal and death metal vocals. It's very, I don't want to say weird, because Jonathan Davis has done vocals like this before, but I feel like as the time's gotten on, his screaming vocals have gotten deeper and deeper and better in this sense, and that's what I get with this song. You'll Never Find Me. I reviewed this song. I loved it. It kind of reminded me a lot of the direction that newer Korn was taking. The Darkness is Revealing is great. Can You Hear Me? That was a short little track that took time to grow on me, but after another listen, I did definitely feel that it was a strong suit on the track. The Gravity of Discomfort, Harder went hard, and the one chorus on here is pretty great. And then Surrender to Failure, which is the short 2.5-minute ending. It does its thing for an ending. It kind of, just slowly ends in agony and just kind of drifts off, and I like that about the track. It really does its job as a closer. So yeah, overall this thing was enjoyable, but let's see what my rating is. So really, with this album, I didn't want to jump to any conclusions. I had been reading a lot of reviews saying, oh, it's a perfect 10 out of 10 and whatnot and this and that, and people said the same thing for the Slipknot album, and I did find quite a few things that I didn't like about that album, but also a lot of things I liked. I gave the album a 7.5 out of 10. It's probably like a 8 now, looking back at it. This album distinctly, it's not a perfect score, but it is a 9 out of 10. I mean, this is fighting Sum 41's Order and Decline for Album of the Year, so it's basically going to come down to the end of the year. If nothing better comes out, it's going to be pick and choose which one do I think deserves number one, because they both do their job, and they both, didn't pander to the mainstream audience, and that's what I really liked about those albums. And this one in particular, like I said, does its job. It's a mixture of Follow the Leader issues, Untouchables Korn, and also like the Serenity of Suffering and the Paradigm Shift Korn. You get a little bit of everything in this package. It will definitely appease the old fans while also keeping the newer fans, the fans of their newer stuff, attached as well, and maybe even bring in some new fans and bring back some old fans that kind of wrote them off after albums like Untouchables, Take a Look in This Mirror, just all that stuff like that. So yeah, that does it for me, guys. You can tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this album? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite songs? And please subscribe. I'm 11 subscribers away from my year-end goal of 500. So if you're not subscribed already, please, you can help out and make that happen. And with that being said, I will catch you in the next one.